Since its debut in 1953, the Corvette has stood out as one of the most celebrated icons of the American automotive industry, embodying a perfect blend of performance, style, and innovation. With its unmistakable silhouette and characteristic roar, the Corvette is not just a car. It is a symbol of freedom and power, admired on both the streets and racing tracks around the world. This car has not only captured the hearts of car enthusiasts, but has also set a standard of excellence that continues to influence the sports car industry to this day. In this video, we turn our attention to where it all began. The Corvette C1, the inaugural model that launched the long and glorious lineage of Corvettes. Introduced in the 1950s, the C1 not only laid the foundations of what an American sports car should be, but also represented a bold statement of design and engineering. Born in an era of post-war optimism, the C1 emerged as a symbol of modernity and performance, establishing the Corvette as an indelible mark on the automotive landscape. As we explore this iconic model, we will understand how the C1 not only defined the essence of future Corvettes, but also how it shaped the perception of luxury sports cars around the world. Get ready to dive into the history, design, and legacy of the Corvette C1, and discover how this pioneering model set the standards that would define one of the most legendary series of sports cars in automotive history. The 1950s in the United States was a period of prosperity and innovation. Following the end of World War II, the country experienced a significant economic boom, marked by an increase in consumption and a growing interest in modern lifestyles. It was an era of optimism and technological progress, with automobilism emerging as a popular pastime and a form of personal freedom expression. The automotive industry was in full expansion, and cars began to reflect the Americans' desire for luxury, speed, and performance. In this context, there was a rising interest in sports cars, driven both by the influence of European designs and the domestic demand for more exciting and dynamic vehicles. The Chevrolet Corvette was born from the need to create an American sports car that could compete with renowned European manufacturers. The inspiration for the Corvette primarily came from Harley Earl, head of design at General Motors, who admired the sports cars he saw while attending races in Europe. Earl was convinced that a lightweight and stylish sports car would have a significant appeal in the United States. With this vision, the project was launched under the codename X122 and would later come to be known as the Corvette, a name derived from a small and agile class of warship. The innovative design of the Corvette C1 featured clean and aerodynamic lines, a fiberglass body, and a stance that conveyed speed and sophistication, all designed to captivate both the public and automotive enthusiasts. The production of the Corvette faced several initial challenges. The use of fiberglass for the body was revolutionary at the time, but also presented production difficulties due to the lack of experience with the material in the automotive industry. Moreover, there was skepticism within General Motors itself about the potential market for a two-seater sports car. However, the decision to move forward with production was strongly influenced by the success of the show car at the GM Motorama in New York in 1953. The enthusiastic response from the public helped solidify support for the car's mass production. Although initial sales were modest, GM continued to invest in the Corvette, convinced of its potential and the importance of having an emblematic sports car in its lineup, paving the way for the Corvette to become an American icon. Throughout its production from 1953 to 1962, the Corvette C1 underwent several updates and enhancements that reflected the rapid development of automotive technology and changes in consumer tastes. In 1956, the design was significantly revised. The Corvette received a new front-end look with exposed headlights. Previously they were covered, and the rear was redesigned to include the tail lights that would become an iconic element in subsequent models. In 1958, the car received another update, featuring a more ornamental design that included more chrome and a redesigned instrument panel. The Corvette C1 also experienced technical improvements, including more powerful engine options and suspension enhancements, further cementing its status as a desirable American sports car. Each change reflected the evolution of automotive design trends and helped keep the Corvette ahead of its competitors in terms of style and performance. When the Corvette C1 was introduced in 1953, it was equipped with an inline six-cylinder engine, known as the Blue Flame. This engine was capable of producing 150 horsepower, which was considerable for the time, but not exceptional in the sports car segment. The transmission was initially only a two-speed automatic, which was unusual for a sports car where a manual transmission generally prevails for better control and performance. The Corvette C1 could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in approximately 11 seconds. A decent performance, but not revolutionary. However, it was the combination of its style and technical innovations that distinguished it. Throughout its production, the Corvette C1 received several significant updates that improved its performance and market appeal. A crucial turning point was the introduction of a V8 engine in 1955, which was substantially more powerful. This new engine, a small block V8 of 4.3 liters, was capable of producing 195 horsepower, which drastically improved the car's performance. With this change, the Corvette finally began to compete more seriously in the sports car market. Other technical improvements included the addition of a 3-speed manual transmission in 1955, and later, a 4-speed option in 1960, which was much more suited to a high-performance sports car. Compared to other sports cars from the 1950s, such as the Jaguar XK120 and the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, the Corvette C1 initially did not stand out in terms of raw performance. For example, the Jaguar XK120 had an acceleration time from 0 to 60 miles per hour of about 10 seconds, faster than the original Corvette, and the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL was even faster. However, with the introduction of the V8 engine in 1955, the Corvette began to close this gap, offering competitive performance at a significantly lower price than its European competitors. This aspect, along with its technical innovations and attractive design, helped solidify the Corvette's position as an American icon, capable of competing on the world stage of sports cars. Since its launch, the Corvette C1 has captured the public's imagination not just as a car, but as a cultural symbol of style, speed, and freedom. Its iconic presence was solidified through numerous appearances in films, TV shows, and other forms of media, where it was often associated with characters who exhibited sophistication and a passion for life. One of the most emblematic examples of its influence in popular culture was the TV series Route 66, in which the Corvette was not just a mode of transportation, but a protagonist, representing adventure and the spirit of American exploration. These appearances helped consolidate the image of the Corvette as an American icon and broadened its appeal beyond car enthusiasts. The launch of the Corvette C1 was a strategic statement by Chevrolet, aiming to redefine its image from a manufacturer of family cars to a brand capable of producing innovative and exciting vehicles. The Corvette became the emblem of Chevrolet's technical ingenuity and bold design, elevating the brand's perception in the global market. Over the years, the C1 helped establish Chevrolet as a leading manufacturer of sports cars, influencing subsequent product offerings and strengthening consumer loyalty. The success of the Corvette demonstrated that Chevrolet could not only compete in the high-performance segment, but also lead in innovation and style. The impact of the Corvette C1 extended beyond the streets and popular culture, reaching the racing tracks. Although initially not designed as a race car, the introduction of the V8 engine in 1955 and subsequent technical improvements increased its prowess in automotive competitions. Drivers and teams began to recognize the potential of the Corvette for racing, particularly in endurance events, where its reliability and performance could be fully exploited. The C1 competed in various important races, including the SCCA, Sports Car Club of America, where it accumulated several victories, helping to solidify the reputation of the Corvette as a competent race car. This participation not only contributed to the technical development of the model, but also strengthened the sports image of the Corvette and its association with high performance, both on the tracks and on the road. The Corvette C1 laid the foundation upon which all future generations of Corvettes were built, both in terms of design and performance. From the outset, the C1 introduced features that would become hallmarks of the Corvette, including its bold aesthetics, early adoption of innovative materials like fiberglass, and prioritization of exceptional performance. Subsequent generations of Corvettes continued to develop these themes, with each new version incorporating technological advances and engineering improvements while maintaining the spirit of the original design. The ongoing evolution of the engine, aerodynamics, and handling capabilities can be traced back to innovations introduced with the C1. Thus, the legacy of the C1 is seen not only in the iconic silhouette of the Corvette, but also in Chevrolet's ongoing commitment to automotive innovation. Within the collector community, the Corvette C1 maintains an almost mythical status. Its significance as the first model in an iconic lineage of American sports cars makes it one of the most desired and revered classics. Collectors and enthusiasts value the C1 for its authenticity, unique design, and the stories each vehicle carries. The scarcity of models in excellent condition, along with their historical significance, also contributes to their high value in the classic car market. Many collectors see the C1 not just as an investment, but as a piece of automotive history, an artifact to be preserved and celebrated. The Corvette C1 is a regular star at classic car events and exhibitions around the world. At these events, the C1 is often highlighted as a prime example of automotive design and engineering from the 1950s. These events not only provide a platform for owners to showcase their carefully restored and maintained cars, but also serve as gatherings for the enthusiast community to share knowledge, parts, and restoration stories. Moreover, the C1 continues to inspire new generations of car enthusiasts, attracting admirers young and old with its timeless style and historical significance, ensuring that its legacy as a pioneer among American sports cars is preserved and appreciated for many years. Throughout this video, we have explored the rich history and transformative impact of the Chevrolet Corvette C1, the first model in a lineage that has become synonymous with innovation and performance in American motorsports. We discussed its origins in the vibrant 1950s, Harley Earl's revolutionary design vision, and the technical innovations that set it apart from its contemporaries. We also analyzed its unmistakable style and performance features, which not only set the standard for future Corvettes, but also broadly influenced sports car design. Furthermore, we highlighted the C1's cultural relevance, its iconic presence in media, and its esteemed position among collectors and classic car enthusiasts. The Corvette C1 is not just a car, it is a landmark in automotive history that continues to influence generations. Since its launch, the C1 has established Chevrolet as a leading force in the sports car industry, introducing design and engineering concepts that remain relevant. This pioneering model not only encapsulates the essence of American innovation and luxury, but also symbolizes the relentless pursuit of excellence and passion for motorsports. The legacy of the C1 is evident in each new Corvette model that follows its lineage, continuing to inspire and excite enthusiasts worldwide. Now we would like to hear from you, the fans and enthusiasts of the Corvette. If you have stories, memories, or personal experiences with the Corvette C1 or any other model, please share them in the comments below. Your stories enrich our appreciation of this automotive icon and help keep the passion for the Corvette alive. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this, where we explore the most iconic cars and their fascinating histories. Whether participating in classic car events, restoring an old model, or simply admiring these beautiful vehicles, your contribution is vital to celebrating and perpetuating the legacy of the Corvette. With that, we conclude our deep dive into the Corvette C1, thanking everyone who followed along and inviting each of you to continue exploring and celebrating the rich and inspiring history of the Chevrolet Corvette.